Hey everybody, it's Mr. Giles. I want to simplify this, how to get anything into Pivot. So how to get any object into Pivot. It's very simple, but it's not. If it was super simple, you wouldn't have to watch this video. So here's the thing. Let's go find a picture. I'm going to take this helmet. I want to have my character wear a helmet, so I'm going to copy the image. So that's step one, get your picture. Step two, and it's easier if you find a picture with a plain white background or it's a PNG type image. Okay. Next, I'm just going to go File, New, and I'm just going to say OK. I'm going to Control V, Paste, or you can go Edit, Paste. Doesn't matter how you paste it in. This is very important, so I'm going to point to this a bunch of times. I'm going to move my mouse down here. This size is way too big for our general pivot animation. You must resize. So you're going to go to Image, Resize. Everyone should do this. You want to make your image, and you want to click on this button, which is Maintain Aspect Ratio. And so that's going to be checked. And we're going to make this about 100 so that it fits into Pivot and it looks good. Because our normal pivot animation might be 800 by 600 roughly. So an object that's 100 by something is still going to be a pretty good size. So I'm going to say OK to that. It resizes it. Now if it's too small for me to see or work with, okay, you can just grab your, let me grab my magnifying glass. I can just zoom in. Okay, part of this is just zooming in so we can see it regular size here. And oops, I moved it. I'm gonna magic wand the white or erase. So it doesn't matter how you get rid of it, but we just want to make sure that it has the checkerboard behind it, or else you're gonna have a square around it. I'm gonna go to File, Save As. This is the next most important part. You need to save it as a PNG. If it's already something else, change it to a PNG. And I'm going to name it. I'm going to call it Helmet. Okay, and I'm going to save it for you in my class. You would save it to your H drive. So I will do that. I'm going to save it in my. I'm going to save it in Pivot since I'm going to use it with my Pivot assignment. Okay, and I'm going to call it Helmet and save. I'll say OK. Okay, that step's done. Now I'm going to go to Pivot. I'm just going to go File, Save Animation here. File, New, and I'm going to bring in the helmet. So I'm going to move my guy so the helmet can go right there. I'm going to say File, Load Sprite Image. Okay, when you go to Load Sprite Image, you're going to go wherever you saved it. In this case, I went to Computer, my H drive, and inside of my H drive, I went into Pivot. And I had helmet. It's the only thing there that's a PNG right now. So I'm going to say open, and there's my helmet, and I can put it on my head if I want, like that. Now, it's not going to move around with my guy. I've got to move it. So if I want to, I'll take a picture. I can rotate, move him, and move the helmet. And there you go. I've got a character with a helmet on. And that's the basics. So I'll do that one more time. But if you got it, you're good. If you need more practice, I'm going to do it again. So phase one, I'm going to go, I found this, I just put in purse and I put PNG because a lot of times, this actually is really cool. If a checkerboard appears behind it, like, let me see if I can do this again. So let's see, see how there's 1 second where the picture has a white background and then it disappears, then you're going to have a really great option here. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to go File, New. Excuse me. I'm going to say OK, Control V, Paste. Important, step one, right away, resize. Image, resize. I'm going to make sure this is checked. I'm going to make it much smaller. I'm going to say 150 maybe. A little bigger, but around the hundreds. And it's already got a checkerboard, so I think right now I can just save it. File, Save As. Save it as a PNG, give it a name. I'm already in my Pivot folder, as you can see right here, period 3 Pivot. I'm going to save. Say OK. And let's go back to Pivot. Let's see if this works. File, Load Sprite Image. And there's the purse. Say Open. And there it is. And look at that. It's totally see-through and usable. And if it's too big, I can always resize it by changing the number right here. But you don't want it to be so big that it comes in super large, which is why you need to resize it. Okay, and there you go. He's got his motorcycle helmet and his purse. Seems legit. All right, thanks a lot. I hope that was helpful. This is the 2018 version of this tutorial, so there you go.